Hola, bitches. How you doing? This is once again, I am the ruin. So we're gonna take a little care of some house cleaning right now. So this is the very last night that I'm spending in this apartment that I've lived the last couple years. Um, Most everything has been moved out. I spent the better part of today um, with my mom and my youngest brother. They helped me with my grandpa's truck to go move all of my shit, or 90% of my shit, the kind of the heavy lifting, the actual furniture, from this apartment into storage. That being said, I am still, I would consider homeless, quote unquote. I have a place to stay. I'm not sleeping in a car or on the road. So in that sense, I'm not homeless. I have a place to stay. I'm gonna go live with my grandparents for a little while. They've graciously given me a place to stay. But for me personally, that's not home. That's not a place to call my own. That is their place that I happen to be staying in. So for me personally, I'm homeless. Um, we're not gonna let that get me down. I had a bit of a mental break a couple days ago dealing with all this. Kind of affected me and my work. Um, you know, I can't, I don't handle this shit very well. But we're not going to break this down. This is just an update. So right now, I'm pretty much in an abandoned apartment. There's just random kind of boxes of stuff everywhere. I actually still have my TV, thankfully, and my PlayStation to assist me tonight, which you might see there. There, maybe. I don't know if that's good for you, but it's really kind of down in this corner because like I said, all the furniture is gone. I'm literally gonna be sleeping on the floor tonight, um, with my TV and my PlayStation. Thank God. Um, Luckily, some good news is apparently my grandparents, the room that they're giving me, I can move my TV, which means I can move my PlayStation and my Xbox in there. And they do have internet, so hopefully that means I'll still be able to stream, maybe. But at the worst case, I'll still at least be able to do these vlogs for you guys. And more importantly for myself, I will thankfully still be able to play games. Because, man, I was kind of dreading living there for a couple weeks to a month to even more. I have no idea right now. But staying there and not being able to play games. So thankfully, that's a kudos point. I will still be able to play games. Like I said, may not play along with you guys, and that's cool. That is what it is. I will still hopefully be able to jump in on your guys' streams. Um, so these are all good points in a kind of shitty situation. So we're gonna look at the best things. Let's keep the positivity up. Um, so it's kind of some house cleaning. So I have until midnight tomorrow, which is 31st, pretty much until the 1st of November, to continue cleaning this shit out, get all of my stuff into storage. Which, as a side note, man, thank God I played Tetris because I got a very small unit, not thinking that my shit wouldn't fit because I was like, I don't have much shit. It's just my bedroom, right? Well, apparently my bedroom kind of has a lot of shit for a very small space, but we got it all fit in, minus a kind of plethora of boxes. But they're boxes. I can just kind of shove them in wherever the fuck I can. Worst case scenario, I can just keep a couple of my car. So kudos to me. Another kind of cool point out of this whole situation is I talked to an old friend of mine who I hadn't talked to for about a year and some change. I mean, we're all, fucking friends from back in elementary school. Like, we're talking like 20 years ago. We used to play soccer when we were like 6 years old. Um, and we've been, best friends, ever since. And I hadn't talked to him in a long while. And I called him the other night and I was like, hey, I'm trying to move some shit. Could you help me? He just said yes. And then, unfortunately, time came to it, he wasn't feeling well. But I had a situation. But the fact that he was actually willing to do that for me is totally cool. So again, we're gonna look at the best part of a bad situation. That being said, that's the housekeeping for me personally, Ruin. Um, so let's kind of progress to what I kind of want to talk about a little bit, which is not necessarily what's your favorite game, but even not what is one of my favorite games, but is one of what is one of your favorite games. And one of my favorite games that for me transcended not necessarily gaming, but a lot of shit that I still am very interested in science stuff. And for me, that is Bioshock Infinite. So right now, I'm gonna throw out a spoiler warning. If you have not played Bioshock 1 or Bioshock Infinite, that's three, I should say. Let me try and bang those out. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I'm literally, I have no furniture here. I'm kind of crouched in this corner of my living room. So forgive me for the random movements. But if you have not, again, spoiler warning, if you've not played Bioshock or Bioshock Infinite, please do not watch any more of this video until you've completed them. At least Infinite. Bioshock 1's been out for a while. Kind of that spoiler's been out for a while. But I don't want to be the one to spoil it for you. So if you haven't played it, if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, just stop this video and go play that game. And then play Bioshock Infinite, and then come back to this video. So that being said, Bioshock Infinite, holy fuck. We're still pausing a little bit for those stragglers. Holy fuck. That game did that for me, that holy fuck moment, like no other game has. And it wasn't necessarily like this huge, like the Bioshock 1, the Would You Please Lee, or Would You Please? That was a huge shock. That was a big moment. And then especially when you go back and look at it, with what it's saying is you think you have free choice, but the game is guiding you along. You really don't have a free fucking choice in that entire game. That's cool shit. But Bioshock Infinite, for me personally, took that to the next goddamn level. And it introduced quantum physics and the multiverse theory and parallel universes. And me personally, if you don't know me personally, I'm a huge science guy. I astrophysics. If I could go to school for one thing, it would be to learn astrophysics. That this astronomy blows my mind. The whole concept of that shit, and I could go on in details about this, but we're gonna try and relate this to just a game. But we're gonna try to pull some of those concepts in because you kind of have to understand how awesome this game is and the ending and the implications of what it is. So, for those of you that don't know, don't fucking watch the video. Go play the game for yourself. For those of you that have, then you know that DeWitt is Comstock, but just a different version from a different timeline, or if you will, a different dimension. And that's kind of what this game is talking about. It's every action that you choose creates an actual opposite reaction. So, say for example, I choose to go to work today. I'll go to work and I'll do my shit and create a paycheck, go home, just That's the way shit is. For example, that same day I choose not to go to work. What could happen? I could go. I could do anything that's not me going to work. So now we have two branching options. This is my two branching options. That's going to work or not going to work. Well, say I went to work. Well, say I got a promotion that day. Well, I got a promotion that day, but in this alternate universe where I didn't go to work, I didn't get that promotion. Hell, may I've been fired. Maybe I would have got a demotion, you know, and we're branching off into this whole cacophony of possibilities. It's a whole cacophony of possibilities because every action that you have, there's another action that you can do. So say I let's break it down super goddamn simple. I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go take a piss. I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna hold that. But if I took the piss, I'd feel relieved. But if I didn't take the piss, there might have been something else that happened. Maybe I pissed my pants, or maybe fucking Russell Wilson came to my door. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? There's an infinite possibilities of this. And I think that's the really cool thing that BioShock Infinite touched on. And that's in the name of the game, but we didn't even realize that until we had played it. Infinite. Infinite possibilities. Man, I wish I had kind of someone to bounce these ideas with back and forth, because I could go on for hours about astrophysics and the multiverse and string theory and fucking anything you think about that. Man, that shit blows my mind. Like I said, if I could go to school for one thing, it would be astrophysics, because there's some really fascinating shit about that. And but we're to tie this into gaming. BioShock Infinite actually addressed that, for me anyway, and tied that into gaming, and shit blew my mind. I remember beating that for the first time and just literally sitting there. I can't quite show you because I don't have a couch or a chair to sit on right now, but I was really sitting there out the gate just staring at my screen going, that was me during the whole ending to that game. And I've played it a couple times, and I still find little tidbits in that game that's foreshadowing that. And, oh, makes the game even better. You're foreshadowing shit that as a player that played it the first time would go, what the fuck is going on? But when you go play it again and you know what's going on, it goes, whoa. Oh my god, that's what they're foreshadowing. Holy fuck. That's, to me, that is some great gaming. That is some great gaming storytelling. That's some, for me, that's good logic, just the way it plays out and how you do it. And it's ultimately, for me, just a super satisfying ending. Even though there could be literally an infinite amount of different endings if you really look at it. Like they said, there's always a lighthouse. But every lighthouse is a different story. There's always a lighthouse. But every lighthouse is different. That, for me, is fucking badass. So down in the comments below, if you played BioShock Infinite, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Fucking let me know what you thought about it. If you didn't, then you shouldn't have fucking finished this whole vlog. But let me know regardless. If I probably spoiled the whole shit for you in a very terrible way. There's a lot better people that have said this better than me. But let me know, what's the game for you that just fucking blew your mind about about the possibilities of shit that maybe tied it into real life or something that you're really passionate in. Like I said, for me, astrophysics. Oh man, I could literally go on for hours about astrophysics and the universe and that shit and Bioshock Infinite for that tied that whole shit in for me. Oh, I love it. Um, but anyways, that's what we're to say. This will actually be the very last blog that is done at this apartment. We're gonna try and like pan out a little bit to the barrenness that is going on, and you might even recognize maybe this one from some past vlogs. But I'm kind of missing the futon I was sitting on. That being said, there's gonna be a future. There's gonna be a future for this channel, even if I can't stream for you guys or play games for you guys. I'm still gonna try and kick these vlogs up. So that being said, this is I Am the Rune. I'm out like a trout. Remember, reduce, reuse, recycle. Deuces, bitches.